Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you are having a fantastic start to your week and you are ready for a great show. So today I am chatting with a panel of oral surgeons at OMSA, the oral surgery group here in Fort Wayne. Combined, they offer over 100 years of experience, and I'm going to talk to them about full arch dental implants and ways you can improve your smile. Also, we dive deeper into their new technology and how you can leave their office same day with your teeth removed and a brand new smile. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by OMSA. I am here at the Oral Surgery Group, better known as OMSA, and they provide so many services to help people live their best life through their smile. And I'm so excited today because I am joined by their doctors. Joining me now is Dr. Shimley, Dr. Reed, and Dr. O'Neill. Good morning, doctors.
Good morning. Good morning to you. We're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here with us.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's dive deep into your practice. So with you all being oral surgeons, you have served the community of Fort Wayne for such a long time. This practice has been established for many decades. And one of the things that I find most fascinating is that among all of the doctors here, you all have over 100 years of experience combined. So can you kind of give me an overview about your practice and what people can really look forward to when they visit you?
So this practice has been here continuously since 1971. That's 52 years. We're very proud of that fact. And we can't mention that without mentioning the doctors that were here before us that founded it. So our hats off to them for giving us a great foundation, and our goal every day is just to keep the practice moving forward and moving in the right direction by growing, expanding the patients that we serve, and continuing to grow our surgical skills into new arenas.
Yes. And Dr. O'Neill, can you share with me about some of the services that you all offer here when people come in to see you?
At OMSA, we're truly what would be considered a full scope practice. We're your one-stop shop for oral and maxillofacial surgery. A big part of our practice is dental extractions like wisdom teeth, dental implants to replace missing teeth, but also we take care of the community in ways beyond that, such as treating facial fractures and soft tissue injuries. We also perform different types of jaw repositioning surgeries, cleft palate type procedures as well. So there's a lot of things that we do beyond what's considered the bread and butter oral maxillofacial surgery. So we really take pride in providing all those services to the community.
Yes, and Dr. Shimley, I want to dive into your Reclaim program, which really does bring a different way that people can experience the expertise here with the dental implants. So can you give us a rundown about the program?
Yeah, sure. It's a very convenient way to help someone who is struggling with their overall dentition. If someone comes in and they have a number of missing teeth or some teeth that can't be repaired, it's an avenue for us to be able to, in a single day, remove the non-restorable teeth, place some dental implants, and then actually attach a prosthesis, which most people would consider a denture, to those implants so they're stable and they don't move around for function. There's a huge difference between a denture that is attached to implants or a conventional denture. A conventional denture really creates speech problems. It changes the way you taste your food. It makes it difficult to eat certain types of things. So the implant surgery has been around for quite a while. This is sort of a new application of the technique where in a single day we can essentially remove the problem and reconstruct the patient for return to work, better speech, better function.
Okay, that's awesome. And Dr. Reed, who qualifies for an implant like this? And why would someone really consider taking that step in their life?
So who qualifies is a very broad question, and the answer to that is everybody has the chance to be evaluated and have a consultation before treatment, of course, at which point in time we always take a three-dimensional x-ray called a CAT scan that enables us to visualize the patient's jaw bones, the structures, the orientation of the jaws, and make sure that they are indeed a candidate. With that said, historically there were probably patients that were not candidates, but over our years of doing this, we have found ways to make sure that just about everybody that really aspires to do this has the ability to do it, again, just by developing different techniques and different ways to place the implants, being creative, just so that we don't have to have the unfortunate circumstance where we tell somebody, I'm sorry you want this, but you just can't have it. Yeah. It's a rare situation that we have to tell somebody they're not a candidate. So that answers one question. The other question that you asked was regarding the actual treatment and how that works. A lot of these people have had situations where they have tried really hard over the years to fix their teeth. And maybe they've had fillings that didn't work and root canals that didn't work and teeth that broke, and so that they're kind of left in a situation of despair where they've tried to go through conventional means of dentistry to have their teeth fixed, and a lot of times they just get frustrated because for whatever reason it hasn't worked. Right. So they come to us saying, what else do you have? I really don't want to be that person that has to take my teeth out every night and put them in a dish next to the sink and look at myself in a mirror without teeth. And so what we're able to do is have a patient come in at 7 o'clock in the morning, put them to sleep. So they're under anesthesia, they're comfortable the entire time, they're completely amnestic to the whole process. While they're under anesthesia, we remove the diseased existing teeth, make sure that the jawbone is nice and smooth and polished so there's no sharp spots, and then we're able to place a series of implants in a very specific way, and then put new teeth on the implants before they wake up. So to put it simply, they go to sleep with a lifetime of bad and diseased teeth still in their mouth. When they wake up, we hand them a mirror and say, look now. And they're able to smile in that mirror, they're able to see their new teeth. Right. And the most important thing emotionally for them is they know those teeth don't come out. So they look great, and they don't have to go home and ever take those teeth out. They're screwed in from day one, and we don't, one of the things we pride ourselves on is we tell them, you're never gonna have to see yourself in a mirror without your teeth in.
Oh, I love that.
It's very rewarding.
That is, and you say all in one day.
All in one day.
That is so incredible.
It's remarkable.
It is. And so Dr. O'Neill, talk about the technology and kind of the process. How can y'all make this happen all in one day? It's pretty incredible.
This is really an exciting technology because in the past, to be able to reconstruct someone's failing dentition would take months to years of sitting in the dentist chair hour upon hour. Now, we can do it in a morning. As far as technology goes, we utilize the latest imaging to let us know exactly where the best bone is to stabilize the different types of hardware and components that we utilize. And by being able to pinpoint and be real precise with where we place the implants and how we do it allows us to do it in a morning. And we work with several practitioners around the area that have really good training, and the results are really good.
Yeah.
And you guys can support me on this. I think one of my favorite patients to take care of is a patient who still has some functional teeth, but they don't like that function and they don't like that appearance. And it's assumed at that point that over the next course of maybe 5 to 8 years, the rest of their teeth are going to fail. And this is a good way to jump from a situation where people are really struggling with the teeth that they have into a better solution. And it kind of abbreviates the treatment, like Terrence said. People can jump from being in the dental chair constantly with a broken tooth, with a lost filling, with a new crown. If the situation fits this technique, they can go from what we call a terminal dentition, which it's assumed their teeth are going to fail in the next couple of years, to having this technique performed and walk out with a really great, satisfying solution.
Yes, and you make a great point, because part of your program is not just the full implant. You can actually do individual teeth, and it's really customizable. Is that correct?
That is correct. And in that situation, one of the things I think that's probably been the most emergent technology recently is if the situation allows it, we can actually replace an entire tooth in collaboration with their dentist or their prosthodontist in a single day.
Yeah, and I'm sure a big question that many people are wondering is, okay, I have some issues with my teeth, or there's certain teeth that I'm not satisfied with. Do I go to my dentist first and have them make an assessment, or do they come directly to your oral practice?
We really like to start with the general dentist first. You know, they're the experts in diagnosing and treatment planning long-term success for these people. And if they come here, then it's a partnership with their general dentist, because their general dentist is still involved in the care.
We have a vast network of providers that we work with. So yeah, if someone doesn't have a dentist that they see regularly, we can tap them into that network and be able to get things rolling for them. Yes, we can make it happen.
And I think the neatest thing that I've seen in the evolution of this Reclaim system is when we first started doing this a decade ago, we all knew how to do the treatment. The surgery is something that we're all trained to do, that we're all capable of doing. But where we've really grown as a practice is transforming a treatment into a system or a process. We've come to a point where we have such a great relationship with the dental community and our dentist partners out there, as well as our laboratory support, that we're able to very quickly, if a patient walks in and is certain this is the treatment that they want, we're able to turn it around in a very short period of time. Because once people get to the point where they've accepted the treatment and they want to move forward, they get really excited about it. And the last thing you want to do is say, you're a great candidate and we're going to do this. How does 3 months from now sound? Then they get a little bit disappointed. So we're able to turn these around in such a short period of time. You're able to keep that momentum and that excitement going that the patient has after you tell them they're a candidate and they're going to be able to have it. Not only can we tell them that, we can tell them we can probably do this in a few weeks in many circumstances.
And I think another top question on many people's minds may be, okay, what is the process after the surgery like? What is the recovery like, and how long does that take?
Generally speaking, a patient is able to walk out of the office that day with old teeth gone, new teeth in place, secured, not removable, okay, except by their dentist or their surgeon. That patient will wear what we call that healing bridge or that healing denture for a few months. And that's a set of teeth that we make while the patient's asleep. So the surgery happens, we go through a number of steps at that point in time in order to fabricate a set of teeth that look great, that function great, but that are temporary. And that patient wears that set of teeth while everything heals, and we make sure that everything lines up right and that it fits right. But after 3 months, the patient gets to get involved. When they get their final set of teeth made, they finally get the chance to sit down in their dentist's office with a mirror, and they get to custom choose their own smile. So maybe the set of teeth that we made initially, they've really enjoyed it during that 3-month period, but maybe they like their teeth a little bigger or a little smaller or a little wider. They get to actually customize. It'd be like going to a tailor and getting a suit custom made for you rather than going to a department store and picking one off the rack. So they get to have an integral part of choosing their own smile and with their final set of teeth that they're going to get to wear for the rest of their life.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's very exciting for them.
Especially because people are walking around and they're looking and they're smiling each day and they're like, maybe, and they get to make those changes.
Everybody has something about their smile they'd probably like to have a little bit different, and this gives them that chance over a 4 to 6 week period while they're going into their dentist's office, trying things in, and they get to look in that mirror and go, Doc, that looks great, but let's tweak this just a little. And when it finally comes to the final day and the final teeth get screwed in, people have had an integral role in choosing exactly what that smile looks like.
That's pretty awesome.
Another thing that we're doing, which I think is super exciting, this is nothing that a dentist ever learns in dental school, right? Dental school teaches you the basics of how to be a competent dentist, but this is another level of dentistry We're so committed to the dental community in this area. They have supported our practice for 52 years. And so we're very interested in giving back to the dental community and making sure that the dentists that are out there understand what the process is. It's a very complicated process, and again, nothing that was ever learned in dental school. So we provide education to the general dental community to make sure that they understand what the latest in dental materials is, what the steps are that are involved in their office in order to give patients that customized smile that they've always wanted. And so we partner with our implant companies in order to actually take dentists from this area and fly them to different places in the country where there's continuing education that happens, so that they can feel very confident that when the patient's surgery is finished and they're sitting in the dental chair anticipating that final smile that we talked about, that dentist is going to be able to deliver exactly what the patient was after.
One of the central tenets of this practice is our commitment to excellence. Okay, we spend countless hours staying on top of the latest technology. We're going to continuing education courses all around the country, all with the goal of being able to provide the best care that's available.
Yes, and it is a variety of care, and as you spoke about the innovation that's so important. And so the last thing I really want to touch on is a specialty that I want to speak about, Dr. Shimley, is the extra training that you have received to be able to treat cancer patients, which is really important. So people can actually come in and see you if they feel that they have symptoms or feel that they need to have some type of reconstruction that kind of goes with the whole practice as a whole. So can you talk about that some?
Yeah, sure. You know, I did undergo extra training after residency, which introduced me to the management of cancer and other benign pathology, other benign tumors, non-cancerous tumors. And those typically require some type of surgery that alters the normal anatomy of the oral cavity, the neck, the jaws. And that, after treatment, when we're confident that the patient is stable, leaves a defect. There's no other way around it, really. Folks who have been through chemo and or radiation of the head and neck without surgery end up with problems like that. And the things that we can do with these different techniques, with various kind of implants, really allows us to help patients get fully functional again.
That is awesome. They can reclaim their smile.
That's right.
And their confidence. Okay, thank you. It's so great talking with you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for being here.
Yes. And if you would like more information about the Oral Surgery Group, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by OMSA.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Do you want to know the best places to go to eat and drink around Northeast Indiana? Well, join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15, weekdays at 9 a.m. as I take you inside of the best restaurants, new and old, explore their menu, and of course, mix up some cocktails. Where will I go next? Well, you'll have to watch and see, but I want to know, where do you recommend I go?
Keep up with Jessica Williams on Living Local 15, weekdays at 9.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always catch up on full episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to wayne.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, it's never too late to live your best life, so start living it today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Wake up with us on WANE 15's First News every weekday morning.
We'll bring you the local news you need to start your day.
Stay with CBS Mornings at 7 on WANE 15.
We've got the overnight breaking news and in-depth reporting.
And uplifting stories to start your day off right.
Then at 9, watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams. Hey, Jessica.
We're talking food, fun, and everything going on in Northeast Indiana.
First News, CBS Mornings.
And then Living Local 15.
A great way to start your day.
Every day.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Jessica Williams, host of Living Local 15, covering food, fashion, and everything fun in Northeast Indiana. Watch weekday mornings at 9 as we explore the community and I introduce you to some of my new favorite places. Where will I go next? Well, you'll have to watch and see, but I want to know, where do you recommend I go?
Watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams, weekdays at 9 on WANE 15, and catch past episodes on WANE.com. Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.